Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry about the delays. We just had to iron out a few details, but hopefully everything is looking smooth here for you throughout the rest of this card. We just finished the dominant performance of TKK the Pug over STK Reaper. And now we are moving to our fourth fight, guys, which is TB12AK versus K1 V Pain XZ. Spoiler. Oh, we're getting news from the back. Spoiler.
Look at this.
Maybe good. We may not be. What is on your brain right now?
Oh, this is not us this time. All right. So we had a little bit of technical issues, but we're good now. But look at this crazy ping. And now that I'm looking in the back channels here, Rob, on the Discord, yes, they're like, what's going on with this ping? No idea how both of these guys who have fought a lot in the ESFL are. Yeah, show the audience what the ping is. I see 1,131 milliseconds. Red. So, Wheel of Death. Stream is frozen. And we got 1,100 milliseconds, 1.1 second delay. That's a little bit. So, Rob, we'll see if this settles. I don't think it will. I think we're going to skip this fight is what I'm trying to say here, Rob.
That sounds good. Yeah, that's unplayable ping. Unfortunately, TB12AK versus K1 is scrapped. Up next, guys. We're just gliding through this card smooth as butter on a pancake. Lee McGrath versus Ziggy Boy up next. Spoiler, talk about these two studs. These two athletes.
Momentum back right now. We're getting the momentum back right now. The ESFL spotlight, Rob. Lee McGrath, a.k.a. Kia McGrath. He is very similar to OzzyKidd and I'm the GOAT. He fought a lot in UFC 4, especially in the teams season, but has not fought in UFC 5. So Lee McGrath hit me up in the last couple of weeks, says, Boiler, I want back in UFC 5 ESFL competition. Let me in. All right. I'm like, come on, buddy. Let's go. Versus Ziggy Boy. Ziggy Boy at 1-2. Ziggy Boy started off 1-0 against K1 Cooked, who we're going to see a little bit later tonight, but ended up losing a couple in a row since then. So Lee McGrath 0-0, Ziggy Boy 1-2. Glad these guys are in the stream. Let me make sure that they know they need to lock in. Go ahead and lock. Yes, sir. Go ahead and lock. So, Rob.
Yes.
What, when you're 0-0 and you haven't fought in the ESFL forever, but you've fought like 10, 15 fights, a year, 2, 3 years ago. Do you think there's ring rust? Meaning, do you think McGrath here is going to be a little off kilter, or do you think having that many fights under high competition, he'll be fine here?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, ring rust is pretty real. We'll see how much he's been training, how much he's been playing. That's going to decide if he is able to compete here, if he put in the work and he is ready for the task. Right now, Ziggy Boy. Ooh, throwing out those Jakadze-like kicks on Lee McGrath.
Yeah, we saw him fight, I'll try to say his name, Jakadze. We fought the Giga Jakadze. Saw him fight last night.
Giga Chad.
He lost, unfortunately, but he definitely has a unique and fun style, and really cool to see that Ziggy selected him here in the ESFL. Probably the first time we've seen him ever, definitely this season that I remember.
Yeah, you don't see too many Giga Chad players. Lee McGrath, 99, just kind of getting kicked. Not able to get inside that boxing range, and every time he gets close, Giga Chikadze is just cracking him. Ziggy just letting it fly, pinpoint accuracy, just all over Lee. Lee's not really having any success here.
That's where that ring rust can really hit you, is the first round.
Oh, gets connected shot. On big body shots.
Love it. Love it. Very unique style and a unique fighter. Ziggy using that style to his advantage.
Ooh, gets kicked by a body shot from Murphy. Dig into the body. Uppercuts from Chikadze. He's throwing some good combinations here, but watch out. Lee's on the inside, Boiler.
Oh, big shot.
Cracks him, Boiler.
He avoided that up kick on purpose. Did you see that?
That was nasty. Good read by Lee.
Yeah. Ooh, violence.
Stalking him now, just throwing combinations, but runs right into that spinning back kick from Ziggy Boy.
This is the way to get back on track here at ESFL 181. We are live. Oh, big knee. That was nice. Good work here. Got a minute left in this first round. Fight number 5 of the night already. Let's go.
Lee Murphy standing his ground, but he's an uppercut. Rattles him. Ziggy Boy now double jab, straight head kick, tests the block. Lee Murphy still standing there strong.
Very nice setup there by Ziggy.
Eats those shots though, Boiler on the inside. Lee Murphy tagging him. Ooh, Lee McGrath. Uppercut, body shots. He's all over him. That block is blown up.
They're both working the body real nice here. I love it. Digging.
Whoa.
Rolling Thunder.
Rolling Thunder.
That was a fun round. Fun round there, Rob. These guys, they're like, look, we're going to get the energy back here in ESFL. And we actually want fight of the night. I think these guys are trying to get fight of the night at this rate here, Rob.
That's right, baby. They're throwing some heat. Lee coming in on the inside. He was struggling with the range of Giga, but finally found some connections on the inside pocket. And now here we are, round number 2. Ziggy Boy letting his hands go, throwing overhands, uppercuts, just unloading. But Lee plodding forward. His head health has eaten a lot of this damage. He's got to move a little bit better, be a little bit more defensive. But here he comes, Lee McGrath putting on a fight. Oh, hey, eats a head kick, Boiler, right to the dome.
That was nice. I don't know if that was a question kick or just a beautiful roundhouse. Nice shot there too, though, man.
Oh, that was beautiful.
I love it.
Sidestep from Lee. Now Lee stalking his prey like a Siberian tiger.
Those kicks are nasty. I love left kick to the liver.
Ziggy Boy really trying to find that kill shot kick, but Lee just on the inside. He's got to watch out now because Lee is utilizing sidesteps. He hit him with a beautiful sidestep hook, but Ziggy Boy has done so much damage. Spinning body kick, beautiful.
Man, fun matchup. I want to see these guys. Oh, nice head kick, dude. Just barely had him.
Ooh.
Oh my god, dude.
But he slips out of the way, flying knee out of range.
Yeah, man. Each guy's about to get knocked out, but just barely surviving. I love it.
The stamina. Right hand, Lee connects. He's digging to the body. 2 minutes. Eats an uppercut, though, from Ziggy, who's stumbling. He's trying to move his head. Oh, another body kick. Vicious. The body health and the head health are both equally damaged on Lee McGrath.
Ziggy's kind of rope-a-doping, I think. He's giving up ground, but punishing Lee on the way in. But on the other hand, Lee's getting some good damage in there, too, for sure. Lee McGrath hasn't fought at least 2 years, maybe 3 years in the ESFL. Putting on a pretty good show here as we're more than halfway done with the fight. Nice shot, and it catches him on the way down. Big-time damage, Rob.
Vaporized him, and now he's putting the finishing touches. Rocks him. Ziggy Boy in all sorts of trouble. Lee says, get up to your feet. The head health is blinking. Ziggy trying to clean out the cobwebs, but he's throwing combinations. Jab, jab, rear hook, lands. These two are throwing it down. 45 seconds left, Boiler.
That's got to be a mistake to let him up, don't you think, Rob? Maybe he just wants to get up there and scrap, but I would have kept side control and tried to work him to the end of this round. But hey, man, you know, he wants to get the violence going again. He doesn't want to waste anybody's time.
He's not here for the ground game. He's here for the knockout. Lee McGrath. Oh, eats the combo, eats the front kick. Ziggy, though, unloading his.
He's taking
unloading that stamina. Bang, connects again. And there it is. These two are throwing down.
I love it, man. Good way to get back into the action. Yeah, I think. Oh, who you got winning right now, man? I don't know. I'm a horrible judge, especially when I'm doing commentary. But who you got in the lead right now here, Rob?
I think I got Lee McGrath 99 in the lead right now. I think he's knock down his opponent more. Ziggy Boy's done so much damage, though, to the body. This is either fighters fighting. The connection again. Lee sneaks in the straight.
That's how I look at it. Whoever wins this round. First off, I think it could be a finish. But second, whoever wins this round on the judges' scorecard, I think could win it all. But I'm not expecting to go to the judges at this rate, man.
I don't think so either. Someone's going out, and Lee almost leaned right into a shot. Oh, man, rocks Ziggy again. Ziggy's body health is there, but his head health is not. He's throwing down body shots. Lee is unloading like he's in a Call of Duty Warzone lobby. He's spraying his enemy with shots.
Ziggy keeping his back to the cage, but he's not all the way back, so he's still able to escape, circle out a little bit, almost drawing McGrath in a little bit, I think.
So, yeah. I got a nice little jab, rear hook, boiler connected. Ziggy Boy overhand, the momentum flowing back into his pockets. Oh, right hand again, boiler. He's down. Here comes Ziggy Boy.
That was perfect timing, perfect sequence. That overhand, just naked, it was dirty. But he survives, does, oh my gosh, Lee's surviving, but he can't survive. You got to thrive in the ESFL. You're going to get that loss, so he needs to get a knockout here, I think.
He does. He's just a little out of range, and now Ziggy just really utilizing good strikes, just digging to the body. Boom, boom, boom. Down goes Lee. Lee is all sorts of injured. He's in all sorts of trouble. Again, he's relying on that block, but Chikazi's breaking right through it like a fireman trying to save an old grandma in a burning house.
Dude, he was lining up the knockout of the night there. He wasn't able to execute it, but Ziggy was tuning him up and almost landed a highlight knockout. But good work there, surviving. No joke. Lee McGrath, he's a survivor for sure.
He is. He just needs to duck or slip one of these shots because Ziggy's just using the jab to blow up the block and then hitting it with a power shot. Oh, double banger body shots. Kick to the body, buckles him. Lee can't even breathe. He's gasping for air. It's like he's underwater, breathing through a straw, but that straw is being pinched by Ziggy.
Internal bleeding, man. That's tough. He still can catch him with an uppercut. He almost did.
Ooh.
All right, man. The towel's got to come from the corner.
Kaboom.
Beautiful uppercut to finish it, man. That was a fun fight, Rob. Again, the first time I've seen Giga Chad fight in the ESFL, I think. Very unique style, and Ziggy did a great job of using him in a kind of a realistic type of manner, using some interesting combos, the kickboxing. That was fun, man.
That was great. That was great. That was a crazy fight to get us back on track, and that was fireworks in the octagon, the ESFL octagon. 2-2 now. Ziggy is, and unfortunately Lee moving to 0-1, but he did fight really well. Unfortunately, in the third round, he just really was trying to rely on that block. He wasn't moving his head at all, and Ziggy was just like ding ding pow, ding ding pow. I mean, he was just really letting that block get tested and then throwing the nuke at the end there, and maybe stealing that fight. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to judge, but it was very close, Boiler. Very close indeed. A great fight.
Ziggy put a lot of money in the bank with that body work, and in the third round, you could tell, because not only was the stamina going down, he was starting to rock him to the body. So when you got him flashing at the body, flashing at the head, and you're throwing crazy combos with the hands and the feet, you're coming at him, it's just like, again, big respect for Lee McGrath for surviving that up until the very, very end there. But Ziggy looking very talented offensively and defensively. So both those guys are going to be back. Lee, we're going to definitely get you back in here. Hope you sign up for next event or two. We got 2 more this season. And Ziggy goes to 2-2, probably going to break into the top 20, Rob. So big victory for him there.
Let's go. Congratulations, Ziggy Boy. You earned it.
Yeah.
But up next, we got a couple of legends, ladies and gentlemen. Some amazing fighters. I remember this guy from the distant past, and his name is Eagle MMA, and he's back. He's back to take everything. But he is fighting against Tech ADM, and Tech ADM is a vicious striker, Boiler. This guy is the real deal. Talk about these two athletes and what's on stake.
So
what's at stake?
Eagle hasn't fought yet this season either. This is what I'm loving, that guys are coming out of the woodwork like, yo, man, I miss fighting in the ESFL. Sign me up, Boilers. So we got Eagle MMA, who you recognize, fighting 0-0 season 2 debut. We got Tech ADM. He lost to Versatile in ESFL 176, but he actually defeated Ziggy Boy, who we just saw with a great win there. So Tech beat Ziggy. And I made a mistake, Rob. I accidentally made a duplicate matchup with Tech and Ziggy, but we were able to get Eagle on short notice to come fight against Tech. So here we go. That's how this matchup got made.
Here we go. And Eagle is a very, very talented OG of the game. Let's see what he's been working on, what he's been playing. I know he's on the top 100 OWC a couple of times, if this is the same guy. And he has a lot of power with Alex Poetan, but Tech is very good off his back foot with Israel Adesanya. So let's see how these two styles collide here.
This is always a fun matchup. Pereira versus Adesanya. Of course, Pereira got a little bit more power, but don't underestimate the type of power Adesanya has, especially that left hook. We saw that in real life, but in the game as well. But I feel like you got to use a little bit more speed and a little bit more hit and run tactics. If you're Adesanya, I mean, going toe for toe against Poetan is pretty tough, Rob. Do you fight with either of these guys in ranked?
I don't. I usually fight with like Anderson Silva in middleweight. I don't know if this is light heavyweight, but yeah, I like to move and groove a little bit. But these two are very good picks, especially Alex Poetan. His flying knee will rock you almost every time. If you get hit by a clean hook or head kick, it's devastating damage right there, little block counter. But Adesanya's got some great tools too. Fast, great off his back foot, good teep kicks, good striking. I mean, we've all seen Israel Adesanya fight. Oh, head kick blocked. But right now, Tech is trying to feel out his opponent, who's really putting on some pressure, taking the center of the ring with Poetan.
I'm liking this fight so far. Pretty technical, but a lot of action too. They're definitely not feeling each other out. But there's some really good defense here. No one's taking too big of shots yet. About halfway done with the first round. Tough to say who's winning. Need to get those compy box numbers here. We'll ask someone in the truck to send them my way. But nice shot there by Mr. Pereira by Eagle MMA.
Seems like Eagle MMA is just trying to establish his rhythm, trying to establish his game plan, trying to get Tech to swing and miss, staying out of rhythm, and using that jab straight, maybe looking for the kick as well. Ooh, nice body kick from Tech, though. Tech trying to figure out, how do I stop this locomotive train that is Poetan, the power of Poetan. And right now, just a lot of feeling out from both these guys, trying, prodding with the jab and trying to combo, but also some switch stances there from Tech.
Great damage to the body. Eagle's really been targeting that body nicely, and it's starting to show up on both the body damage as well as the stamina. But that was a nice shot there by Tech answering.
Ooh, good slips there.
Yeah, man.
Starting to warm up. Oh, leads a head kick. Tech connects, goes for the flying knee as well. Nice duck to alleviate some of that pressure. Reverse, a.k.a. Eagle MMA, has been drawed upon. The first blood has been diminished on his face. And this is a good first round so far here, Boiler.
I think we all know this, but never think Adesanya is just a point fighter, man, because he can hit hard, especially he catches you with a roundhouse at perfect range like that. I don't care if you're Poetan, I don't care if your head is made out of stone. Like, that's going to rock your ass, and it did right there.
Damn right it's going to rock that ass. And right here, boom, there's that head kick from Tech. Connects right on the juggernaut dome of Poetan, who's got a great chin. But he's got to be careful not to eat too many of those head kicks. As we go into round number 2, Boiler, take it away, dog.
Well, I saw that Eagle was chipping away big time at Tech's body health. Let's see if he continues to invest it there, both for the stamina gains, but also once you start rocking your opponent to the body, I mean, you can really open up a lot more. So that's what I'm looking for Eagle. And Tech, on the other hand, just needs to have solid defense and look to counter like he did with that big head kick, or a lot of different opportunities for counter. But he's got to fight smart. He can't go shot for shot against Poetan, against Eagle. You got to outsmart him a little bit.
Definitely, you cannot trade with Poetan. You have to outclass, outsmart, Tech with a nice catch on that third strike. Was a body kick. And looks like Tech is voluntarily grappling when he sees fit. You know, he could tell the pressure is there. He could tell Eagle is on point. Another nice front kick lands, and Tech really going to that southpaw position, and a thunderous kick, Boiler, on the dome piece of Tech. And now Tech's starting to eat some damage. Look at that body, Boiler. I mean, he's getting rinsed.
Yeah, man. The knees of the body are really devastating. Elbow off out of the clinch. That's beautiful work there by Eagle. I'm glad he's back. This man, this is a show he's putting on.
Yeah, he is putting on a clinic right now, and that slip is very nice. Eagle looks high with his defense, economical with his stamina, and devastating with his rear kick. And Tech trying to figure out the riddle in front of him, the riddle that has injected PCP into his butt cheek, and that is Eagle MMA soaring like an eagle in the sky here, Boiler, just dominating in round number 2.
He's throwing body shots in the clinch, and it's starting to make his body health actually blink off of body punches in the clinch there, Rob. I rarely see that. So Eagle starting to do some big-time damage to Tech's body. But Tech is responding for sure and starting to chip away at Eagle's health as well. So he's totally not out of this right now.
He's not out of it, but every time Herrera drops that body kick, Tech is gasping for air. That stamina is being depleted. That body health is being damaged. The head health is still there, but Tech has such a stamina deficiency now. As we go into round 2, we still have round 3, Boiler. How is he going to last?
That's tough, man, because it's going the wrong direction on that stamina point of view. You're just going to have to, I guess, catch Eagle at this point. Another head kick at distance, maybe. That was beautiful. Got to use some speed and distance, but Eagle's doing a great job at fighting at distance and in the pocket. That's the thing. Tech isn't able to win necessarily on either of those up close or farther away. He's getting Eagle's doing a great job responding wherever Tech tries to bring the fight.
Very true. Doing good with his footsies, in and out, flipping when he needs to. Eagle MMA just looks phenomenal. But one thing we can say about Tech is he has landed damage on the head of Eagle. So if he can slip, if he could sway, zig, or zag when Eagle throws these big, thunderous shots, he can still win this fight. He can still knock him out, Boiler. He just has to be careful. But Eagle's the one doing the tremendous amounts of damage to the body, to the head, and is in the lead right now. Looks like a situation where his opponent Tech needs to knock him out in round number 3.
Yeah, I think he's got to knock him out as well. But if he just comes out way too aggressive, he's going to get knocked out. So he's got to try to lay a trap, I guess. We'll see how well he does that. But he's still got a lot of stamina in the tank. And even though he's been hurt, he's got some head health, so he can take a couple risks. Tech, that is. But he's going to have to set a big trap. Either get a clean knockout or at least a knockdown in a 10-8 round or something.
Yes, he needs that badly. Tech kind of swimming on his back foot a little bit, trying to put on that pressure. But every time, that 1-2 by Deagle MMA, and Deagle's standing his ground pretty good and using his head slips. There's the clinch. And there's the clinch back. Body knees. The fight's starting to get a little gritty in there, Boiler. Starting to get a little sweaty.
Yeah, man, that dirty box, and Eagle's been really doing well with the clinch, both with knees as well as punches in the clinch. Just landed nice kick. Landed 1 or 2 in the clinch, disengaging, and then throwing a head kick like that. That's some great work.
And he's got the kick. Tech now, oh man, but just eats an uppercut. As soon as he tries to put on the pressure, eats an uppercut for good measure. Oh, another one, Boiler. He just keeps eating these uppercuts on the inside. He's got to be careful.
Oh, he's taking a couple body shots, body, knee. Fires back, does some damage, though. Half a round left here, Rob. Here we go.
Half a round left. Tech now putting on the pedal to the metal, trying to create chaos in there, but he's eating uppercuts. He's almost in danger of eating that head kick. And Eagle has the stamina advantage. He's going to be able to piece together vicious combinations when he sees fit.
Nice.
Oh, left hook lands.
Tech caught him on one foot. That could have been worse. That could have been worse.
Now Tech taking the center of the octagon here. He knows what's at stake. We need him to commit a technical foul here.
He's got to think that he needs a knockdown, if not a knockout, to win this. So we'll see if he goes all out, tries to set a trap. What he's trying to do here.
So close.
It was.
He almost had him with that head kick. Tech avoiding that clinch there. That leg is damaged too on Tech.
Right? Eagle's been working the leg, the body, and the head. Great work all around.
For sure. But look at his head health. Eagle's pretty low to the head. If somehow, some way he could get a nice combo or slip and hit him when he's vulnerable. But right now it's just Eagle MMA on fire throughout this fight. Oh, rocks him to the body, flying knee inbound. Oh, Tech throws the flying knee.
Yeah, the other way around, though. Exactly. What a fun fight. I thought Eagle fought about as well as he could against a game opponent in Tech who was Adesanya. This matchup, Adesanya versus Poatan, is just such a fun one. And I felt like, really, Eagle did what he needed to do to just respond to whatever Tech tried to do. There was times when Tech tried to charge head on, fight him in the pocket, right? There was times Tech was trying to catch him on the end of very long kicks. Whatever happened, Eagle adjusted and actually did a lot to lead the dance as well. He wasn't only reacting. So super nice win there by Eagle. Again, hasn't fought in the ESFL for quite a while. First fight of this season, but he's 1-0 now, Rob. Looking forward to see Eagle again. And Tech, super fun fight. That's so tough. I feel like if you're Adesanya and your opponent picks Poatan, it's like, that's kind of like your arch nemesis in a way.
Yeah, for sure. Poatan possesses so much power. You really have to find a way to avoid all those powerful shots and really fight technical off your back foot, throw those keeps. Tech tried, now 1-2. Eagle 1-0. A beautiful debut for Eagle MMA, showing some really good slipping and attacking ability with his offensive onslaught. However, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving through to fight number 6 here, which is going to be K1 Drake. Defeated Smokey in his ESFL debut, 1-0 against Hensler, 1-0. Defeated B3 Samurai. And let's see who these two decide to pick. What division are we working with here? Boiler, looks like we're going into the welterweight division. Could be some fun at 100 ping.
Ian Machado Gary did some work last night in Kansas City.
Yes,
could be
sir.
the pick here by Hensler. We'll see. We'll see. Then we got K1 Drake, as you said, had his ESFL debut, defeated Smokey. Both these guys just barely in the top 20. Drake, number 18 at 1-0. Hensler, number 17 at 1-0. So one of these guys is going to make it in the top 15. One of them is going to drop out of the top 20 with a loss here, I think, Rob. So that's what's at stake here. Hey, if you can start your career at 2-0 in the ESFL, that's great. If you end up 1-1, it's not end of the world, but you'd much rather be 2-0, I think.
100% rather be undefeated with your eyes set on the great title. But here we go. These guys are still kind of far away. Top 20 on the line. Drake, UFC, YouTube versus Hensler, UFC, Ian Machado Gary.
Keep in mind that Hensler was part of the fight of the night with his inaugural win against B3 Samurai at ESFL 180. So Hensler is 1-0 with one fight of the night in his ESFL career.
Hensler, an exciting fighter here in the stables for ESFL. And now standing his and Hensler just looking really good, mixing his combinations well. 1-2 to the body, straight lead uppercut. Hensler's looking crisp, keeping Drake just at the end of his range here.
Those purple shorts, I noticed them on the broadcast last night at UFC, and some other people besides Gary was wearing them, but it seems like Machado Gary, that's his signature purple shorts now.
I did not even know that. Good facts there from Boiler. I didn't even notice the purple
I was
shorts.
like, So I was like, am I colorblind? I thought they looked more blue, but they kept saying purple on the broadcast, and those look very purple to me. Plus,
those are very purple. It looks like grape colored, but that's what's up. You know, some uniqueness from Machado. I like to see the shorts customized by the fighters in the UFC. Always kind of cool to see. I do miss the olden days when there was like logos and all these crazy advertisements on the shorts, but here we go. Round number 1. We're just getting into this fight, guys, and Drake UFC really trying to figure out this guy Hensler. Every time he comes near him, he's throwing that straight lead uppercut. He's really testing his patience. Hensler looking phenomenal here in round number 1.
he really is super clean and tight defense. That's what I'm all about, man. He's just impeccable defense. He's not giving up any defense for offense at this rate. That's something Teddy Atlas always says, is never sacrifice your defense for offense. It's better to not throw a punch than leave yourself open for a nasty counter. And I feel like Hensler's with that philosophy right now.
For sure. And as you were saying that he ate a couple shots, so maybe you gave him the commentary curse, Boiler.
I'm really bad at that, so it's very possible. Or good, if it depends who you want to win. I try to be not biased, but I can affect the universe. I guess I'm that powerful, Rob.
You are Thanos here, but Drake eats a couple big shots. Hensler teeing off on Drake UFC right now. Looking like Happy Gilmore out there, just letting them fly.
Let them fly. 15 seconds left, round 1. Who do you think took this round, Rob?
100% Hensler. Hensler landing the better shots. Starting out on fire, in rhythm, on point. 12 significant shots there by Ian Machado Gary. And this second round, Hensler looked so good in that first. His opponent really needs to interrupt this elegance here he's showing in round number 1. How can he do that, Boiler? What is he got to do here to break the rhythm of the great Hensler, who was our fight of the night winner and coming out like a barn burner here?
Man, asking me, I'm washed. I have no idea. I would be in the ESFL if I knew. I'm just in
You're in the ESFL
ownership now. Like, yeah, no. I would say I'm always down for setting some traps, but actually that body kick, there you go, body kick to the open side, because southpaw, Drake southpaw, so that rear body kick to the body of Machado Gary is what I would be trying to target here and there, and then you start bringing that upstairs later on too. So Edwards has a nasty roundhouse, so that'd be something I'd be targeting.
He looks like he targeted the ground too, so the body, the ground. He needs to stay away from that right hand, that straight. Hensler's throwing is just really comboing well off of that. Ooh, body kicks though, Boiler. Starting to land those lead body kicks, Hensler.
Yeah, this is very technical fight. I love it.
Ooh.
I feel like Drake has realized that Hensler's not coming out to spam a million shots. He's throwing like 1 or 2 and then stopping and playing defense. So Drake's trying to adjust to that. Sometimes you go into ranked and you go against guys who are just fighting like OCD crazy, and then you come fight a guy who's a lot more methodical. It's kind of weird. You got to get used to fighting like that.
Yeah, for sure. The different styles of the ranked matchmaking can throw you off. And these guys at this level in the ESFL have the ability to make on-the-fly in-game adjustments, and in between rounds, especially if they do have a corner team, they will switch up their game plan as Leon Edwards switches his stances here back and forth from orthodox to southpaw. Hensler's running out of stamina here with 2 minutes left in round number 2. That speed and that comboing ability is not going to be there as much, but look at that slip, Boiler.
Everything was going in Drake's favor until that slip and a big shot landed by Hensler. But I felt like Drake is doing a good job of being calm until he got caught there and just countering, because Hensler seems to always be punching and striking first. So Drake knows that. He can just set up traps and counter all day.
Yeah, great point. Hensler's always there right at the beginning of these exchanges. Like you said, punching first, being first and really putting on the pressure on Drake. Drake really thinking about everything Hensler's doing. But Hensler is running a little bit out of gas here. I don't know if that's going to have any effect on him in round number 3, but he is doing a lot of damage. So the juice has been worth the squeeze. Another right hand connects through. Drake eating those right hands all night, trying to pull back. Body kick from Drake. And Drake just unable to really dispel this amazing rhythm of Hensler as he lands a beautiful head kick, though, at the end. And there it is. Another round with more significant shots in the favor of Hensler Boiler. We are now in another situation where our opponent needs to get the knockout. Drake needs to come and figure out the riddle to the Rubik's Cube that is Hensler.
Yeah, and if this was a 5-round fight, he could kind of keep at this pace, and by round 4, definitely round 5, he might find himself in good shape, that being Drake. There's only 3 rounds, and you're already behind on the cards, and you can't keep playing this kind of, all right, I'll let you go first, and I'll counter a little bit and try to chop away. First off, he's taking probably equal or worse damage than Hensler. Second, there's just not enough time and the pure numbers. So long story short, Drake needs to land big shots like that. Maybe get his opponent to fall into a false rhythm and then change things up real quick and strike.
Yeah, 100%. He really hasn't done too much damage to the head or the body. He's just been standing there trying to figure out how to implement the damage while taking so many shots from Hensler. Hensler making him pay every time he comes in. Hensler's making him pay. Hensler's also pre-slipping that right side, and Drake just needs to watch out for that rear hook from Hensler. He's been just teeing off on him all night long with that rear hook. Hensler on fire.
Really, it's the one that's really connecting and doing damage. Look at that block of Drake. It's not in great health either, so Hensler's breaking
right
down
hand.
that block.
Uppercut.
Big shot. I like it. I like it. Drake's starting to break down a little bit, but he's still super dangerous.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. We got Shania Twain out there in the crowd hyping up this fight. The nose is completely busted on Drake UFC as he walks forward like a zombie. But this is what he needs to do. He needs to cause chaos. He needs to create something, pull a rabbit out of his hat. Oh, he does. Throws a vicious knee there, Boiler. But now Hensler starting to mark his position, and he's going to start launching these missiles in the midpoint of this round.
Yo, big shot. Drake's been throwing kicks from a little bit too close a range. Just as I say that, he lands a perfect one, though. Nice defense. See, Drake had an opportunity to counter, and he missed it, and now he's punished for it. Ouch.
Oh, a right hand, an uppercut. Hensler now again, finally, though, Drake doing better. I was going to say at the beginning before Drake got bodied that he's starting to put the pressure on. It was starting to work. He was slipping, throwing his own right hand. He was throwing a lead body kick. You know, Drake looking good in this 3rd round, but uppercut land by Hensler. Hensler's tagging him, Boiler. It's not looking good. Drake could get knocked out here by another right hand if it lands.
He wants to go out on his shield. If he can't win, he wants to go all out. I like to see that at least. 1 minute left here. Drake still got a good shot, but as you can see, he's throwing his stamina all the way down to 0. He can't leave anything else out there. Might as well go for it, man.
Definitely Drake just needs to watch for that jab, duck, and then throw a right hand, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make that read. And then again, Hensler decides to throw the overhand instead of the hook. Drake throwing wildly, but eats a lead overhand from Drake. Drake throwing it in there. He's trying his best, Boiler. He's on him. 20 seconds left. They're exchanging.
Drake needs to like do some sort of like slide back and then the head kick or something, just like a final pull back head kick or something. Oh! That was a fun
Jenga.
fight.
The Jenga block has been pulled, and down goes Drake at the end. And there's your winner, Hensler.
Great
looking
fight,
phenomenal,
man. Yeah, dude. Hensler 2-0. His first fight was fight of the night. I'm not saying that's fight of the night, but this definitely was a great one. We got to make sure we remember to judge who that is there, and that's your job, Rob. So keep it in mind. But great win by Hensler. Drake fought all the way till the end, and I was just happy to see that he's like, looks like I'm going to lose, but I'm going all out. I'm going to empty the gas tank. And even if you get knocked out at the very end, it's way better than just shelling up and, right, being a boring fight. We want violence here, so we'll remember that. 1-1, nothing to be ashamed of in the ESFL to start out there, Drake. And Hensler, 2-0. we're going to see if he, I mean, he will break into the top 15 for sure. I just wonder who he's going to fight against next, man. Probably someone else that's 2-0. So we'll do some of that matchmaking between now and the next event, which should be early June. Just a little bit of a preview there. We're going to be taking off the month of May, but come back strong. Looks like the next fight might be almost ready, Rob, but they reset the stream. So they're going to get it all squared away here, looks like, buddy.
All right, sounds good. And up next, we got a treat for you guys at home. We got Style, ranked 12, 2-2, defeated Tech ADM at ESFL 176, but he lost to WR Jaxium at UFC 179. This guy, Style, is the owner of Total Conflict, a new league affiliated with the ESFL, but he's going against Carnalito, ranked 14th, 2-1. AKA K-Han. For any of you guys that know K-Han from the past, he did lose to Driz, who we saw earlier, but he defeated the Pug at ESFL 179, and these two are ready, possibly to go. Boiler, are we ready?
We are ready. Last second stream change. Style is now streaming. Looks like these guys have fought each other before. If you look here, K-Han 2 wins, Style 1 win, 2-1. That's their own personal kind of fighting it out, right? In the ESFL this season, Style 2-2, K1 Carnalito, aka K-Han, there on the left, 2-1. You know, Carnalito, his only loss was to Driz, who's undefeated and possibly could have won the belt if he didn't sleep in on accident. My point is, K-Han's had a tough strength of schedule and has beaten some good guys, and his only loss was against Driz. So if he can beat Style here, you know, he's going to be a top 10 guy. Similarly, Style is only, quote unquote, only 2-2, but his losses were against AKA MG, who's a top 10 competitor, as well as you said, WR, what remains of Jacium, who's also a top 10 type of guy who's fighting later tonight. So both these guys looking to separate themselves from the pack, getting that top 10, right? Instead of hanging around in the mid-teens or even out of the top 20 with a loss here.
Yeah, these guys can really build up towards that top 10 here. K-Han using P-Torian, a lot of power, a lot of comboing ability with that boxing. But Dillashaw, so unique in his movement, kickboxing ability, Style already kind of on his back foot. K-Han coming forward, Boiler putting on that pressure, pulling early.
Yes, sir. And again, shout out to Total Conflict, new affiliate league with the ESFL. We're looking forward to doing some work with them in the near future. Style, one of the owners there. So he's putting in work as a competitor, putting in work as an owner, putting work in left and right here. But can he win this fight? Has he been training enough? That's the question, Rob.
So far, so good. You know, mixing stances up well, eats a body kick, but he's throwing some good combinations. Right there, putting on a lot of pressure on that block, rinsing that green block bar. K-Han trying to step back, bounce around with his footwork, and land that big shot. But Versatile staying versatile. He's out there moving and grooving.
There you go. Exactly. And using Dillashaw, it's a good pick if you want to be versatile.
Eats that body kick, though, and the center of the octagon, the cage, has been consumed by K-Han, and now he's rocked, digging to the body. Versatile just felt the pain from P-Torian early.
P-Torian, man, he hit so hard. He was one of the top 5 most selected fighters in UFC 4. He's been less selected in UFC 5, but he's still a killer, man.
Jab, straight, and then slips and rips. K-Han stringing these combinations together beautifully, elegantly, and Dillashaw now just forced to hold R2. And look at that, Boiler. K-Han is like in the Matrix. Call him Mr. Morpheus. And Versatile is the one. Is he going to eat the blue pill or the red pill? We're about to find out here.
Oh, man. He keeps going for this, the Dillashaw special signature hook, and it's really cool, and it's landed a couple times, but he's also been smashed when he's trying to do it too, so it's almost like he's doing it too often. I like the look of it. Really cool. Hopefully we see a lot more unique moves like that in UFC 6, but now there you go. Just get back to the basics. You do more damage.
Ooh, Versatile now stinging him off that straight punch, comboing nicely off of it. Boom, uppercut lands too. Starting to find his rhythm a little bit is Mr. Veristyle. Just has to watch out. K-Han's turning this into a brawl a little bit.
There you go. Versastyle's been controlling that range a lot better. Nice elbow. Good work. Versastyle's really turning it on right now, man. He's used the aggression against K1, but ow, dang, the last few seconds there, K1 stole the round. I would have to expect it. Did a lot of big damage there. Look at that, 146 strikes by Versatile, 120 plus. Wow, these guys are throwing, Rob.
They are throwing. K-Han has opened up this fight, and he said, I'm going to put on some significant pressure onto my opponent, Versatile, and really test that chin, test his defense. And Versatile has responded with a lot of shots, a lot of them missing here. That's probably why his stamina is so low and eating a tremendous amount of body shots. Look at the stringing combinations together here. I mean, he is flowing beautifully. K-Han just throwing destructive shots towards Versatile.
Yeah, he just can't survive in the pocket against K1 and Peter Yan in the same. He's got to try to back up and counter. Nope. He's hurt, Rob. Oh.
He's so hurt, Boiler. And like right there, it looked like Versatile had an opening, he thought, but K-Han just threw that lead uppercut on top. He throws combos, then he throws more on top of his little combos. He throws 2-3 punch and then slips and rips. So Versatile's got to watch out for those extra shots coming his way because K-Han knows he's got the stamina advantage, Boiler, so he can just throw for days.
Exactly, and he has a little bit less reach. When you're toe-to-toe with your opponent, that's a good thing. He can land 2 or 3 punches before one of Versatile's even hits, and by then you got a hit reaction, so... Now, there you go. That sidestep hook is working. I'd like to see Versatile kind of go backwards a little bit more and cut those angles. He's a little bit too much toe-to-toe.
Toe-to-toe, right hand lands. He's throwing that lead hook, but just a little out of range. Dillashaw's face is a bloody mess. Trying to utilize his head movement to stay out of the range. Connects K-Han on the inside there, Boiler. But it just looks like a matter of time before the kill shot. Maybe this one here. Oh, he's all over him.
Can't even call the action. There's so much going on. Oh, beautiful. He caught him, though. He caught him right into there, Rob. He's hurt.
Verstile's done some damage.
He definitely has, man. He's caught him. He's just firing a little bit too much in the pocket, I think, because when he's actually trying to, set some traps, he's making it happen. But a little bit too much of a slugfest, I think.
Oh, and there it is again. Mr. Peter Yan building shots. He builds, and builds, and eventually that house falls down.
Great way to finish that game. Axe the guard. That's the right move right there. Beautiful work. That was probably the most exciting fight of the night. We've had some bangers, but that was just like 130, 140 strikes per competitor per round, and most of them are landing and doing big-time damage there, Rob. So,
yeah, Carnalito.
I felt like I was all over the place, but it was a fun one to watch.
Definitely. K1 Carnalito, a.k.a. K-Han, jumped into his bulldozer, a.k.a. Peter Yan, and just evaporated, ran over Versatile. And Versatile was throwing some good stuff with TJ Dillashaw, those unique signature shots, trying to slip on the outside. Blap. But, man, it was just too much. Carnalito was just adding too many shots to the combination, and Versatile wasn't ready to defend. He was trying to throw, but Peter Yan was throwing as well, more viciously with more power on the inside, and that was not pretty for Versatile. But K1 Carnalito, 3-1, Boiler.
That's a big win, dude. He deserves that. He deserves a top 10, and we'll see who his opponent is. Maybe he needs a rematch versus Drizz. If Drizz doesn't win tonight, we'll see what happens. We got Drizz coming up soon, but that I was getting flashbacks to UFC 4. The buzz saw that Piotr Yan was in UFC 4 and Volkanovski as well. Like, if you're getting, I fought Swiss so many times when he was Peter Yan.
Man.
This is like a nightmare.
That must have been fun.
I saw that there. I'm not saying K-Han's on Swiss's level there, but that was like, oh man, I felt bad. So Versatile did a great job of trying to set some of those counters and try to, set some traps, but just that buzzsaw was too strong there, man.
It was too strong. The buzzsaw that is Carnalito. It was like Saw 7, but there was no way out. They were stuck. And they had to cut off their own foot, and it was all over. They bled out.
Horrible, man, but horrible but true.
But up next, speaking of bleeding out, Davey, unrated 1 and 2, is looking to put himself on the pedestal here in the Esports Fight League, fighting an almost top 10 ranked, 11 ranked K1 Cook 2 and 2. Boiler, what are the implications of this fight here tonight?
Well, we're
Talk
seeing
to me, baby.
One thing I like to look at always in the lobby is have these guys ever fought each other? You can't always take too much out of that, but 1-0. Davey's 1-0, even though Cooked is the favorite in this fight. He's ranked number 11. He's 2 and 2. One of his losses is against Vader, who's potential champion, fighting in the CoCo Main. So long story short, Cooked is legit, but apparently Davey's got a win over him, so we'll see how that goes. The funny thing about Davey is this is his 4th fight. Every single fight this season, either he's been a last-minute replacement or he's fought a last-minute replacement. So I don't know if that's his fault per se, but he's actually been stepping up and fighting when we need him. So that's why I want to give him the shout-out for that.
That's very good.
Guys, to lock in. Make sure they're ready to rock. Let's see. Please lock in, board.
All right, as we wait for these athletes to select their fighters, it looks like K1 Cook picking up Islam Makhachev and Davey rocking with Charles Dubronx Oliveira. Two fighters that have elite striking, elite grappling, submission game. This should be a special one here as Davey, the last second replacement, looks to get a win against the dangerous K1 Cooked.
Yeah, K1 Cooked fighting out of South Africa, the leader of the K1 camp. By the way, the K1 camp has the most wins of the season for a camp.
Wow.
They've also added a lot of new members in the last couple months since the season started. So K1 on the move. It's the new evolution of esports in the EA UFC franchise. K1 seems to be on top.
Definitely, and a beautiful takedown there by Oliveira, recognizing that his opponent Cooked was trying to get to the takedown and puts in that cheeky takedown himself. Davey, very aware of these grappling exchanges here. He's one of the best grapplers in the game, in my opinion, in the wrestling department. So let's see how K1 Cook deals with this. Looks like he's going to let him stand up here, Boiler.
Yeah, lets him stand up. Very interesting. You got to wonder if you're Cooked, you were not, knowing that you were going to fight against Davey today. So you probably would have trained a special way if you're going to go against Davey, who, as you said, is great grappling. So K1 Cooked a little bit on the back foot there. On the other hand, he knew he was fighting today for a fact, whereas, Davey just got the call. But he's the replacement of the year. So Davey, he feeds right into it, I guess. Nice.
Davey looking really good. Yeah, nice takedown by K1 Cooked. We'll see what he does with Islam Makhachev. Davey trying to build that GA. Cook just sneaks right over to side control position, goes to full mount, but Davey says, no, sir, I'm going to deny that. I'm going to build my own GA here, Boiler. Full bar, and he alleviates the position.
This is one of those situations where you're like, uh-oh, I don't know if I want to be here anymore if you're Makhachev. Now, of course, very legit on the ground. And Makhachev's got great ground games, but you're like, oh, crap. I had to
rolls him over. Now Davey on top, back into side control position. There's the deny there. Another deny. Davey on point. He's going to step over to the crucifix position. Oh, my goodness, folks. Domination here early from Davey.
Got a 4 minute left. Double denial on the crucifix. 1 minute left into side control, but he's panicking a little. Lost some stamina.
K1 bumped him. Good shit.
Yep, exactly. If he didn't do that, that would have been a big problem, but that saved the day for him.
That's in the back of his head, though, Boiler. He knows, damn, I just got put in the crucifix. He's denying everything. And now K1, he's got to be, very on game. He needs to stay mentally focused. And there's the stack guard position. Davey just making him pay everywhere they go, every position. He's threatening, but K1 Cook's getting out of there, getting out of dodge, not taking too much damage, Boiler. 10 seconds left.
Free body kick, followed up by knee to the body. Good work. Nice. Really like to see that by Davey. He's targeting that stamina. It's like, look, I'm going to get a free body kick, hook to the body. I got some good denials on you. Probably one on points you would expect. So great start.
Yeah.
From the king of replacement fighters this season, Davey.
Davey looking amazing in his late replacement here. I mean, he controlled the entire first round, dominant first round, 14, I think, significant strikes. And now his opponent, K1 Cook, needs to depend on all that amazing training that the K1 has instilled into him. And he needs to figure out how to deal with Davey, because Davey looking phenomenal here and putting pressure as well. And you're seeing him slip.
He landed that like front crane kick or whatever the heck that was right off the bout. He touched gloves legitimately and then threw that and landed. So there you go. Once you touch gloves, prepare to defend yourself. Defend yourself at all times.
That's right. And that's what K1 Cook's trying to do right now. As his body's starting to get punished a bit, walking forward, lands a nice little hook, jab, lead hook, or excuse me, rear hook. But the body punishment from Davey. There's the fake takedown. Good shit from Cooked. Gets a nice shot because of it, Boiler. That fake takedown, a little easy work GG-esque.
Yes, I love that. That's next level stuff. That's something only real pro level people can execute live with hundreds of people watching you. Those fakes, usually if I try to throw a fake punch or a fake takedown, I just get knocked out clean. But these guys actually got skill that can work it into their game.
Did you see that? Jumping front kick, K1 sidestepped it and cracked him. K1 starting to make plays here in round number 2. Another uppercut. K1 starting to build a little bit here.
Honestly, Davey got lucky he didn't get knocked down off that because that was such a nice counter.
Yeah, with the rear hand too. There's the takedown, denies it, tries to get the counter. Oh, this time though, he back takes him. An adjustment from K1 Cooked, denies his get up there, now in control, trying to take his back, but no, Davey denies it. This is a good grappling exchange. Another deny, Boiler. Look at this.
I would have got up if I was Cooked. I would have been too scared. He's playing with fire here. There you go. There you go.
Back up to the feet. 2 minutes left. Boiler's having a good time here as he watches these fighters that he's wrangled throw down in the octagon, standing right in the face, trying to grab the clinch, but he pays for it. K1 says, no, I will not be grabbed. But this time, Davey's like, no, you will be grabbed.
Good shot. Good shot. Davey really working the body again, working the body. Stamina's starting to become a factor. And on the ground, especially in submission, the stamina is so important in submission offense and defense that could pay dividends there too later on in the third round.
And that's a great point. It could pay dividends later, but right now, in the moment, Davey standing right in front of Cook, putting his body all over him and just attacking and attacking and attacking. And that space that he is taking is just putting so much pressure on K1 Cook. K1 really doesn't know what to do here. Doesn't know how to keep this man off of him, this shirtless man off of him, Boiler.
No, and he had his block completely broken. He was taking shots to the body. He was getting threatened with potential takedown or clinch against the cage, so not where he wanted to be. He definitely landed some good shots in there, but really, Davey's just bringing the pain tonight, man. It's going to be hard to finish him here, man, because that's exactly what Cook's going to need as a finish.
For sure, Boiler. And K1 Cooked knows what he's dealing with here, shows the respect. And Davey all over him here again, just really daring him to throw down with him on the inside and doing good, attacking the body. K1 trying to figure this out, but just eating uppercuts, eating combinations from Davey H. Davey H is just breaking him down.
Yeah, breaking him down is the perfect way to put it, Rob. Now he's got against the fence. Almost, at least, but disengages and throws body shots. Oh, it's really starting to add up there. I love it. Great strategy by Davey from the very start of this fight.
For sure. And I'm surprised K1 Cook hasn't implemented some rear stationary uppercuts You really see Davey attacking the body. This time, Cook gets that nice takedown right into the side control position, denies that full guard attempt from Davey, and goes right into full mount. Okay, here we go. K1 cooked in the driver's seat. Can he drop some bombs? The Hammer of Dawn. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's starting to add up there. Not only did the block break it all the way down, but half
defense
the health lost. Exactly. Another sequence like the last one, and may really do some damage here.
Oh, big shots.
Elbow to finish it. Beautiful. One more of those could finish him, man.
This could be it. Oh, damn. K1 Cook brings it back somehow, some way. Boiler's losing his bleep right now, and K1 Cooked down 2-0. Everyone counted him out, and he just cinched 3 beautiful positions on the ground. Tic-tac-toe, baby. Tic-tac-toe.
That was clutch, Rob. That was clutch. As you said, 3 sequences in a row. If either or any of those 3 sequences did not go off perfectly, would not have got the finish, would have ended up probably losing on points. But, you know, he's like, look, even though I've been having some trouble on the ground, I'm going to put you down there. I'm going to take full mount. I'm going to posture up 3 times in a row, land some damage methodically, bang, 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 and then gets that finish. Had to be saved by the ref. Man, that's got to be fight of the night at this point, I think, Rob. Or, I mean, I'm letting you call that. Because
no, you got to pick it now. You got to pick it now, Boiler.
Oh,
it's
that's right up there.
Bro.
All right. Yep. Well, that one I think is in the lead because it's the comeback on that. But I got a couple of others.
Might be the comeback of the night.
Exactly. And we still got a couple great fights. That one's like on the radar because that was a hell of a comeback. Davey, the replacement of the year, just been doing work. I almost was like, oh yeah, Davey's gonna win at this rate. But Cook's clutch. He
was dominating.
Loved it, man. That was a fun comeback. That was a great fight.
There you go. Oilers excited. I'm sure some people at home are flabbergasted with K1 Cooked able to just pinch that win somehow, some way from the gates of or the wardrobe of Narnia with Turkish delight in his pocket. He is jolly. He is happy. Hopefully these next two opponents can feel that same happiness from that victory. Who do we have up next here? Boiler, talk to us.
We got TB12 Lionus, used to be known as Strictly Business, aka Strictly Business, and Jasim, JXSSIM. I believe it's Jasim. Both these guys used to be part of the What Remains camp, but I guess they're not anymore. I think Lionus is part of this TB12. Is that Tom Brady 12? Is that they made a fight camp TB12 for Brady? I don't even know that's true.
40-year-old men that are still trying to compete.
Yeah.
40-year-olds only in TB12.
They need to let me in there for real. All right, what do we got? UFC 300 Max versus UFC 229 Khabib. That's a fun matchup.
This will be a fun matchup here.
All right, let's see. Which one's which? I didn't catch on to that. I missed that part.
We got the striker, Max Holloway, a.k.a. Jasim, versus Mr. Linus using Prime Khabib Nurmagomedov the Eagle. Striker versus grappler here.
The over 40 club TB12. They eat real healthy though. Real healthy.
They're like, hey man, why you ruining our branding, man? We ain't over 40.
Hey man, TB12's a GOAT. So what can you say? Anyway, Jasim doesn't give a crap about any of that though. He wants this dub. These guys must have fought a ton in the past, both being part of the What Remains fight camp at the same time. You know, a month or two ago. I don't know how long each was in, but I'm sure they sparred a lot. I didn't see at the lobby their record against each other if they tracked that, but got a feeling these guys know each other, Rob.
Yeah, we'll see. Ooh, we'll see how well they do know each other. Uppercut lands for Jasim. Jasim we saw at UFC 180 had a great card for a great performance there as well. I believe Boiler. Did he pick up that win in UFC 180? Jasim. I remember this name.
Lost against Romero.
Oh man! Oh, that's right.
Great fight, remember? But Romero took but that's where Jacium's like, yeah,
that was a great fight. Jacium performed very well there against the ESFL Live winner, who almost joined us in the booth today. He was close.
Yep. Close. This guys got stuck with me instead. It's supposed to be Mero and Rob, so I'm feeling it best I can. We'll get Mero back in here. I want to see him compete some more, and I want to see him and hear him here in the commentary as well, dude. So, but I am glad to be here. I'm not going to lie. Commentary is fun as hell, especially with you, Rob.
Let's go. Right now, Mr. Lionus is putting on the pressure with Khabib Nurmagomedov, and just see him trying to keep him off, landing some good shots, hitting him well, moving his head a lot. Oh, man, but that uppercut is connecting again and again. But Lionus is getting tagged here, Boiler. He's got to be careful. He's got to keep his defensive faculties up.
Yeah, man. Trying to strike against the prime or damn near prime UFC 300 Max Holloway. That's tough. I mean, prime Khabib has some decent striking. He can hit hard, but you got to expect Linus is trying to bring this to the ground ASAP.
And he can't do it. Jacium's defense against the cage looking really good, and then just lands the straight lead body shot hook, connects with the left hook. I mean, Max Holloway in the hands of Jacium is looking like a smooth criminal. Baby, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
He ain't feeling that great. He ain't feeling okay at this point. Linus got to be super frustrated, man.
I'm sure. He's trying. Hasn't been able to get the fight to the ground yet, just dealing with the Hawaiian. Max Holloway's striking volume is so hard to deal with sometimes out there, isn't it, Boiler?
Oh, man, he's got to be one of the toughest guys for me to fight against, because he's got that volume and the stamina, and hits pretty hard, great accuracy, and a hell of a chin. Put that all together, and it's just like, oh, nightmare fuel.
Oh, there's the takedown. Tries to get it, but denies it. Takes his back. He needs a takedown here. But Jacium has been perfect. Goes down and drags him down with the eagle.
That's what you got to do. That's the only way you're going to beat Max if you're Khabib, and that's what he did. And he's got a lot of time to work here, man. More than 4 minutes.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time. They scramble to the backside position, and Khabib just going to posture up here. Mr. Linus doing a little bit of damage, staying on top in the half guard position. Let's see what Jacium does down here, just kind of faking, landing some short shots, but on top. The eagle gets denied. Now Jacium can make a play, building that GA bar. Oh, man. Good move, though. Linus kind of threatened the full mount, but didn't take it, faked it, and stole the GA power back, Boiler. So this is a closely exchanged battle on the mat.
Posture up from full guard, back down again. They did change this where you don't get control time if you're on top of full guard, but you sure aren't getting control time if you just see him on the bottom. There you go. Nice stand up. That's all he needed.
That's what he needed for sure. Back to the feet they go. Ooh, they're trading on the inside, standing in the phone booth. There's the clinch, but no. Jacium tags him when he tries to grab him in the clinch. Punishes that. Ooh, Jacium flowing here, Boiler.
Yeah, man. Surgical strikes. There's that counter. Nice counter takedown. It's stuffed itself, but great work by Jacium there.
Yeah, that counter is really nice. I need to implement that into my game. Ooh, there's the clinch. Frames him down, throwing some knees. Jacium backing up. There's the takedown, turns it down. Jacium flicks it, gets the denial, puts him in the blender with the knees. Max Holloway all over him, connecting again and again and again. This time, connect 4. Oh my goodness, Mr. Linus gets tagged. Down he goes, chin check. Jacium, oh, knee to the face. Boiler.
He's hurt bad, real bad. Oh, great defense to survive there, man, but wow, that's a 10-8 round after that beatdown, I think, man. Things seem to be going Linus's way. Looked like he had a great takedown, but at the last second it was stuffed, and wow, what a turnaround after that. Big shots landed by Jacium.
Huge. Jacium showing why he was so close in that fight against Romero in ESFL 180. Now on top, short shots. really doing a lot of damage and getting a huge round there. Just see him looking phenomenal with Max Blessed Holloway. And there you see in the replay, as they skip the replay, the 1-2, I don't even know what it was. I was going to talk about it, but here we go. Let's talk about this round right here, right now in front of us. Third and final. Linus needs something, but just gets annihilated right out of the opening bell. Cracks him with the left. Jassim has been fighting off the clinch all night here, Boiler.
Nice work. Stuffs takedown, the turning takedown again. Not easy to do against Khabib at all.
Definitely not.
Back to orthodox. We've been seeing both southpaw and orthodox for Jassim. He's been switching it up however he feels necessary. Good left hook.
Oh, man. He's teeing off right now. Jassim has smashed through the chin. Bam, uppercut, left hook connects. Linus on the floor. Jassim looking to put the finishing nails in the coffin. Hook, hook. All she wrote. Peter Pan is dead.
Rest in peace, Peter. You were too young. The Lost Boys will never forget you.
What a win. Neverland will never be found again. The sails have been punched through by Max Holloway, and this has been a wonderful performance by Jassim, beating a dangerous prime Khabib Nurmagomedov, played by Linus Boiler. Talk to me about that win from Jassim.
Fought perfectly. That's how you got to fight against it, Khabib. You got to stuff those takedowns. And there were a couple that were so close to landing, and somehow by a miracle, he was able to stop them. And once he did that, he actually did damage when he's on the feet. So that takedown defense, plus the damage on the feet, loved it. Good work. Jassim, now he's 3-2. Barely lost to Romero. And you know who Jassim's other loss was? To Treehouse. So, you know, anyone can lose to Treehouse at any time. Anyone can lose to Romero at any time. So
that's very true.
Don't count out Jassim. He's going to be a top 5 guy after this event. So we'll see if he can win the title fight by the 8th event, or at least he's going to end the season in the top 5. It looks like he's on pace.
I got breaking news, Boiler. Breaking news.
What's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Drizz, the guy that fell asleep and lost his title, is now not responding again. Did he fall asleep, or is he still awake to fight against K1 Vuk? Boiler, what do you think about this situation?
Let's go audit this situation. So, about 6 hours ago, I tagged both Drizz and K1 Vuk in the wrangling rooms. They both responded, said they were confirming to be available today. K1 Vuk has been responding for the last few hours, trying to get in touch. Looks like Drizz has not responded. I don't know if he fell asleep again. I don't know what happened. He's squatting
on a cozy bed,
opportunities.
Oh my goodness. Undefeated. Stay awake.
Get him over here, man. He's like, I don't know what's going on here.
Does he have sleep apnea?
If he does, we can try to make some sort of accommodation for him.
We send him an ESFL gas mask. Is he narcoleptic? That's what I meant. Is he narcoleptic?
I don't know. Our wranglers are doing their damnedest to find them. Pug and Versatile both trying to ring them. If any of you guys are friends with Drizz, we're only giving them like another minute or so. We're going to unfortunately have to skip this. Minute and 33 seconds per the booth. Or we're the booth.
Per the back, boys. You know, Drizz, he puts dudes asleep all the time as a professional, and now maybe he has put himself to sleep. So it seems that Vuk will Vuk get the free DQ win? What kind of demerits are going to happen here if Drizz doesn't show up to the fight?
Oh, man, that's tough. I'm going to have to talk to
That's
Z-Hunter.
two fall asleep in a row, bro.
I know.
Report him to Zayna.
It's hard for me to give a win to K1 Vuk, but how could I not? I mean, he spent his whole week. You know, this is a big opportunity for him. He's the one that's really getting screwed, and the viewers.
Yeah,
that's what I feel bad about. This is like,
me too.
K1 Vuk's trying to get a top 5, maybe get a title shot down the. And he's doing. And this happens.
Well,
dang.
Technically K1 by knockout, but this is just real life knockout. You know, he gave him the NyQuil, put him to sleep in real life. K1 with the knockout 4-2. Win for Vuk, in my opinion. I don't know, but it's up to Big Boiler. But throughout this card, guys, as we wait for our fighter Drizz, what do you think has been your favorite fight? I think I'm the GOAT versus OzzyKidd was my favorite to open up, and then seeing Eagle MMA coming back and winning his season 2 debut against a dangerous Tech was awesome.
Dude, both those fights were very fun in terms of like the actual fight of the night. I can't make my decision quite yet.
You can't make it yet?
Ozzy versus I'm the GOAT was a great way to start the event, absolutely. And Eagle's return, memorable for sure. Oh man, I got a lot of pressure on me for who I'm going to choose this fight of the night. And
you got this.
I know, man. Thank you for being such a good support.
You eat pressure for breakfast.
I do. He's ready to go. He doesn't deserve that. In terms of if he's going to get a win off this, I don't think he's going to get a win. We can't give going to get a win off this. I don't think he's going to get a win. We can't give wins on this, I don't think. But Drizz is going to get a loss, and he might just get suspended or cut. I don't know. Hopefully everything's okay. Like, Drizz has been a good
sleepy competitor. Drizz is.
Sleep. Hopefully, like, nothing really bad happened today, but I think we're going to have to move on, Rob.
All right. You heard it. Vuk maybe getting Vuk not getting a win, but Drizz getting a loss. No longer undefeated, possibly via the
he's getting a loss. He'll definitely get a DQ loss for sure. Vuk will not get a win, but he's getting credit for an event that he participated in. And once you get 5 out of 8 events, you get a little bit of Boilers bonus. So, Vuk, sorry about this, dude. We will get you the best damn fight possible next couple events. These things happen in MMA, I guess, as the illustrious Gus Johnson once said.
Alrighty, there you guys go. Unfortunately, K1 Vuk Drizz is no longer here. So now we're going to have to move on to our next co-main event. And I don't know if K1 BXM versus Vader are ready to go. Boiler, what do you think so far about this? You think they're ready to go? They're not ready to go, but that's okay because you guys get to stare at our beautiful faces for a little bit longer.
Oh, man.
Let's talk about that practice fight.
I didn't get any makeup today, so I'm not ready for
You don't need any makeup.
Look like Jamie was trying to
distract the viewers from the fighters. If you had makeup on, you would be looking too good, Boiler. You know,
a voice for radio. Exactly.
Yes.
Rob, no, you
hell yeah. Why can't I turn off the radio?
They is so lucky. Look what we got, man. We got a fight. I see it. I see it on my screen. It's Bump Vader, I think.
We have a fight. Are we ready to go? Okay.
Oh my God.
Guys, we're ready to go. We're jumping in. Vader versus K1 Boiler. Talk about these two athletes right here. Give them the lowdown.
Let's do it. I'm a bum. Honestly, he might be the most, except for GOAT 1099, who won season 1 of PlayStation 5. I'm a bum, aka K1 bum, part of the K1 camp. He's might been the most successful ESFL PlayStation 5 fighter throughout both seasons, except for GOAT 1099. He's beat Romero twice. He's held the belt. He didn't defend it, but he's held the belt. He's got great wins against a lot of other dudes like Treehouse, K1 MuayThaiJesus, who's actually fighting against Jamie for the championship tonight. So the contender in the championship has lost to K1 Bum. But K1 Bum also had, a couple tough losses. He's still in the hunt, though. A win here versus Vader would get him a title shot, I think. Vader's one of the best in the community, but he's also surrounded with controversy. He's had some issues with lag. He was given a no contest in the ESFL 180 main event that you and I called a couple weeks ago, where he actually beat Suave Jamie on the cards. But after review, he did an illegal armbar and a couple other illegal and let's just say frowned upon tactics. So it's like Vader's one of the best, but he's had a little bit of issues with ping, and he's, shot himself in the foot. Kind of like the type of guy who could win, almost any fight, but he gets disqualified for, throwing a knee on a downed opponent. Might as well think of it kind of like that. So anyway, K1 Bum, stud. Vader, still 4-0, even though he didn't get the belt. No contest. Which one of these guys is going to win this? We're going to find out. I think it's going to be a great matchup. If we can get these guys to lock in, let's see if Vader locks in. Bum's trying to get him. Vader, I think, plays some mind games too, although sometimes I'm not sure if he's super quick up on the uptake, but we'll see. Damn good fighter, though. All right. By the way, Vader heavily questions and pretty much says that we're out to get him because we disqualified him. He says that he's still the champ. He never lost, kind of like a Sean O'Malley type of thing, where he's like, I didn't lose. That no contest was bogus. ESFL out to get me. This is my defense. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is he thinks he's the champion right now, and this is a title defense.
I've returned.
It is not. It is not. Rob, did you hear what I said about how Vader's kind of like Sean O'Malley? He says he's still undefeated and he's the champ. He never lost.
Nice. You gotta love that confidence here.
Exactly. He says he's gonna defend the belt here and then he's gonna retire. So I think Bum has a different outlook on that. I'm just glad to see that they launched. They're fighting, and knock on wood, it's not lagging because we've had a little bit of lag in the past. Not always Vader's fault though. But long story short, not to jinx it, it's looking good.
This event has been buttery smooth from start to finish. And BXM is here trying his best to be as buttery smooth as we are. And right now it looks like Pereira's power, the lead body kick in this 5-round 5. Vader with the flying knee. Doing well early.
Vader's one of those guys that you either love or hate him in the community. I like that. As an ESFL competitor, like, you get the hype.
True.
Either people hate you or they love you, but they want to watch you. So that's why, in a way, I'm rooting for Vader. Not to win, necessarily, but just to put on damn good performances because people want to see him.
Definitely. People love to see Vuk. They hate to see Vuk, but he invokes some sort of emotion in the spectators, and that's what you want. Vader coming forward. He thinks he's the champion. Sugar Sean O'Malley, Darth Vader, standing his ground here in this 5-round 5. Flying knee again, but BXM is having none of it.
Vader's landed a few. There's another one. Great kicks and even a uppercut or two to the body, starting to chip away already. This is a 5-rounder. It's the CoCo Main. Nice left hook to the body. Look at that. 5-rounder. The body health's already down by 25-30% for Bum. There's another one.
Another one and another one. Bum's body is getting punished here.
Nice.
Oh, barely out of range. He almost ate that flying knee. You don't want to get tagged by that flying knee because that thing will rock you. Oh, uppercut. Speaking of rocking, BXM. Rocky Balboa. Throwing bombs.
Cookie jar too much, trying to work my body over and over. Too predictable. Caught him with a big uppercut and another. It's like, dude, you can't just keep
Vader.
your body scamming me. I got you. Oh, my God. Vader, I thought he was going to stay up, but just perfect combos there by Bum to capitalize on that. Wow.
Wow, Bum just unloading, detonating, landing precisely. But the body is just so low. The body kicks have been detrimental, and his stamina is just depleting. In a 5-round fight, this is really, really bad. It's going to be an uphill battle for BXM, a.k.a. Bum, but Bum has done a lot of good shots, has knocked down Pereira a numerous amount of times in round number 1. This is a crazy fight, Boiler.
I love it, dude. I love to see it in a totally different fight compared to when Vader fought Jamie. Not just because there's a little bit less lag and all that, but Vader was really clinching and trying to do groundwork. Here, he is all for swinging and banging, but he's doing it in a smart way. He's catching them on the very end of those left hooks to the body and pointing that toe with that lead roundhouse to the body, and it's chipping away. Doesn't look fancy, but look how much damage has already been done, and it's a 5-rounder, as we've already said.
Definitely. The body damage for Vader. Bum has gotten a couple of knockdowns. Now Bum coming forward in round number 2 again, has landed that uppercut so many times and now still threatening with it. Oh, I knew it. Dang, he was out of range with the head kick, and Bum just let it. Oh, and the quit.
God.
The rage quit by the champion, losing his belt here to Bum with a vicious head kick. That was beautiful.
That's gotta be, I mean, easily knockout of the night, possibly knockout of the season. So clean without even really doing that much damage to him to kind of build up to that type of knockout. Holy cow, that was sick.
That's Karma's kiss right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's Karma's kiss right on the lips.
I'll make it a clip of that. That's going on the YouTube highlight. Absolutely. If you're not already following or subscribing to our YouTube, do so. We have Fight of the Night posted on there, and I'm going to be adding that as one of the shorts, as one of the highlights, because that was freaking clean. And he got the rage quit after it. Great fight. Great work, man. That was awesome.
That was beautiful. What a performance by Bum. He's got to be happy. Now 6-2. He's defeated he defeated Romero, and now he's defeated the champion who thought he was a champion in his imagination, the imaginary champion Vader. He's got the imaginary belt. This is very interesting. Storylines being written right before our eyes.
Hey, man. Vader was fighting really well, but Bum is legit. There's a reason he beat Romero a couple times. There's a reason he was the inaugural champ of the season. He didn't defend it, but he won that 8-man tournament, and he went people like MuayThaiJesus, who we're about to see here, versus Suave Jamie in the championship. And he obviously just beat one of the best in the world. So holy cow, like, that's love to see it. Vader, you're fighting great. We'll definitely have you back in here if you're interested, buddy. Keep signing up. We'll keep having you in ESFL. Fun to watch. And Bum, I gotta expect you're getting the next title fight. Can't guarantee anything, but beautiful work, man. I love it.
Bum next up in line. What a win for Bum. But now, are we ready for the main event of the evening? The champion, 2-0, Suave Jamie, and the challenger, K1 MuayThaiJesus, 3-1 Boiler. Talk to us.
Let's make it happen. Suave Jamie, runner-up, first ever ESFL live Las Vegas. Was up against Romero in person. I think it was a best of 7. I know I went to that final game. It's either best of 5 or best of 7. I went to that final game. Romero barely edged it out. Suave Jamie told me, look, I didn't get my actual, in-person belt in Vegas a few years ago. I'm getting it this season. That's why he joined up. If he gets this defense, he's going to be at the top of the seasonal leaderboard all alone, the only person to have defended the belt. But he's fighting MuayThaiJesus. MuayThaiJesus is legit. I was just watching random YouTube this week and saw MuayThaiJesus up against GOAT 1099, like in ranked, or I don't know if they were sparring or ranked, but I saw them fighting each other. They're damn good competition. So my point is, MuayThaiJesus is no joke, but Jamie, one of the greatest to ever do it, and actually has won, I think, the most money of all time in esports fight league history, or maybe number 2. The point is, both these dudes studs. Jamie really wants to get this defense right here.
Oh yeah, Jamie wants it. A little bit of a sus defense against Vuk got overturned, and now Suave Jamie has some good connection here. He's gonna be able to flow, show his championship prowess, his championship skills. But MuayThaiJesus, like you said, Boiler, he's been training with guys like Romero, so this is not going to be an easy walk in the park for this champion here.
No, not at all. Not at all. MuayThaiJesus actually got suspended for a couple cards for conduct unbecoming of an ESFL competitor, but I think he did his time. Got a win at ESFL 180. He's back. He deserves this title shot. His only loss this season was against Bum, K1 Bum, in the finals of the 8-man tournament. So MuayThaiJesus otherwise 3-0 this season.
He's looking good, picking champion apart a little bit here, landing the better shots. Suave Jamie just a little out of range with his technique. MuayThaiJesus doing a lot of back steps, interrupting the combinations with a straight combination of his own. MuayThaiJesus looking good. The challenger fighting well here.
He is, man. He's looking good. Very early still, but you can get off to a good start against Suave Jamie. You are a rare breed indeed.
Exactly. And right now the leg kick, we are in round number 1, and again that straight lead hook combination is so fast from MuayThaiJesus, and that step back straight body, you know Suave's gonna start making that read early. Oh, and eats a lead head kick. Suave Jamie in all sorts of trouble early in this fight.
Beautiful work by MTJ, MuayThaiJesus. Hey, maybe this is a personal preference thing, but I just feel like Usman's always, going against Edwards is just, it's tough to beat Usman against Edwards, man. Similar, like when you're Adesanya against Poetan, I feel like it's a little bit your arch rival, a little bit your kryptonite. Now we got Jamie here, of course. That's a whole nother level, but just from the selection of characters, I feel like MuayThaiJesus has an advantage there.
Jamie standing right in the range now in the phone booth, baiting out the round techniques and slipping and pulling brilliantly. MuayThaiJesus still trying to land that straight punch, but Jamie going to the body here now. Both guys missing from out of bounds.
Earlier tonight, it might have been with Eagle, but actually I forgot. But mixing up the takedowns. Scored a few, faked a couple, missed a couple. I'd like to see Jamie threaten with a takedown attempt or even a fake one just to break it up, because if they're just going to kickbox like this, looks like MuayThaiJesus has it in the bag.
For sure, takes round number 1, as you saw the scorecard on the screen, and Jamie does have the elite legendary ability to take the fight to the ground and to make you pay, and you will not get back up. And with Kamaru Usman at his disposal, that is something he could definitely do. But right now, he's still standing up, hasn't gone too many shots here. No takedowns yet. Let's see if he decides to change that up, though. He will make adjustments.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Jab. Hook for Jamie. Jamie has that block up high, but man, MuayThaiJesus is just really inputting a lot of combinations here, not letting Jamie rest in range, but Jamie's landing that hook now, Boiler, and the body uppercut.
Good couple sequences there. If Jamie can just land like 1 or 2 shots and then back up and defend and just keep repeating that, that's what he needs to do. That's what he's trying to do. Working out well this round so far. It's just when he can't get his punch off and he takes 2 or 3 for his efforts, that's where it gets in trouble. And that was the story of the first round, but Jamie is adapting and doing really well here, it seems.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is putting on a little bit more pressure, but still eating the damage on the head. He's giving damage, but he's taking damage as well, and that's starting to tick like a time clock when you put it down, and the beads of sand are draining down. It seems like the challenger is starting to make his way towards victory, but Suave Jamie has the ability to just ignite with something spectacular. Let's see if he could do that.
Exactly. Jamie's the type of guy that if he knocks you down and jumps on top, he could finish you straight away with some of that ground and pound, with some of that legendary combos. He's never out of this, but MuayThaiJesus is looking sharp and taking a good lead. He's taking a little bit of damage, but he's definitely in the lead here.
Yeah, every time Suave Jamie comes forward and lands like a combination and like a hook at the end, it's like Muay Thai's there to match with a faster uppercut or something, and they both collide and connect. But it seems like MuayThaiJesus is getting the better of these exchanges. But will that keep being the will that be the answer every time? I don't know. Suave might connect here. Oh, connects there, but see, Muay Thai just connects right over the top.
And this round's been relatively even in that regard. Nice shot there. Just as I say, it was even round. It's just that first round, MuayThaiJesus got off to a good start, you know. So, long story short, Jamie can't go 1 for 1 at this point because he's already behind the 8 ball.
Exactly. He's got to go. He's trying to create chaos. He's trying to go in there and attack the challenger and put him down and do the damage with that right hook of Usman off the jab. But Muay Thai has just met him with faster, better placed shots, and now he's got Jamie in a lot of trouble. He's got the nose is broken. He's got a cut on his right eye. He's taken the first 2 rounds. Now Jamie's gonna have to be the comeback kid here as the champion.
Yeah, that's nasty damage on that right eye. Nasty damage for sure. Jamie's totally not out of this, but
nope.
Just say MuayThaiJesus is in the driver's seat.
For sure. 2 rounds in the bank. Shorty what you drank for the challenger. And this is exactly where you want to be. No takedowns yet for Suave Jamie. Let's see if he decides to use the clinch, use the takedown right now. Still plotting forward with Usman. See if he can get a drop or a rock. And again, MuayThaiJesus is just there. And he has a really good back step.
Yeah, he does, dude. Love it. He's looking real clean. Jamie's catching them, but just not enough. That's just what I'm saying. Commentary curse.
This could be it. When JB has you hurt, he knows how to create car crashes with his fists. When you lean, he's ready. When you duck, he's ready. But Muay Thai still breathing.
Man, I can feel the tension right here. I know either of these guys could finish the other, but both guys are just on a whole nother level of game plan and execution. Ain't your regular competitors here. Let me tell you what.
Definitely not. And Jamie has a huge opportunity to get his first defense. MuayThaiJesus, though, just looks so good. He looks on fire, well trained on the inside, throwing high caliber shots on the champion. But Suave Jamie, as fights go longer and as they progress, his data analysis kicks in, and his adjustments and his I would say his mental fortitude stays composed, and he starts eating away at his opponents.
Yes, that composure, that's championship composure, exactly.
Connects on him, bang, almost. Oh, watch out, Muay Thai's going crazy.
I love it. Jamie,
oh my goodness,
the heart of a champion, the mind of a champion as well.
For sure. Now he's broken the nose of MuayThaiJesus, got his own injuries on MuayThaiJesus's eye. An eye for an eye, they always say. MuayThaiJesus, though, hey, nice shot there, straight body kick. He needs to stay on his bike, and he needs to keep landing brilliantly like he did in round number 1 and 2. But this round, oh, there it is, a straight punch. That Jamie's not going to be able to eat too many more of those.
Nope, not at all. Off that blocked head kick into the straight. That's always a tough one to defend.
It is. Ooh, barely out of range there. There's the takedown. Jamie tries to trip him on the inside, but Muay Thai with good defense now attacking that body with his knees from Leon Rocky Edwards. Has him against the cage.
You can see why Jamie wasn't pursuing too many takedowns this fight. Stuffed and punished. Can't let that happen. Not saying he should absolutely give up on it, but yeah, I can see why he hasn't been going for too many of them.
Muay Thai punishes him with another vicious body kick. And now Muay Thai has him against the cage again. I'm not sure who took this round. This is so close. Hopefully Jamie took the round, because it could be 3-0. See if they go to the judges.
Winning that, maybe that round. That was the closest one, I think. I mean, real good 100%. Damage. Catching him on the end of the straights and jabs. I believe Usman has a 5-star jab, maybe a 4 or 5-star straight. So not a powerhouse with the fist, but if you can land them at perfect range, you can really smash that nose.
Oh yeah, that Masvidal knockout punch is in him. Muay Thai, though, still there, the challenger, as we get into the championship rounds, round number 4. He's been hovering around, doing damage, testing the block, landing that straight constantly on Suave Jamie, and body kicks, lead and rear. Ooh.
Yeah, you heard him a little bit through the guard there, yeah.
Jamie's been doing a good job as well, though, landing his shots and testing the block and throwing powerful hooks himself.
Almost feel like if Jamie didn't come off, if Jamie didn't have a real tough first round, he'd be so much closer, I think. I just think he got behind so quickly in terms of the damage, especially. He's been fighting from behind since, because nice. Run us through that.
Sure. On top. And yeah, Suave Jamie, you know, Muay Thai came out like a firecracker. Every time Suave Jamie would try to pressure his opponent, that's what he likes to do. You know, Muay Thai just matched him with beautiful technique, beautiful shot placement, and really damaged Suave Jamie on the way in. But, you know, Suave Jamie seems like he's starting to snowball a little bit. The momentum is going back into his pocket. We'll see how he does in the grappling world. He goes left, gets denied, tries to get that side control sweep from the bottom. And there's Suave Jamie on top, backside position.
Very good news for Jamie here. He's got more than 2 minutes, and he's got his back.
Yep, has his back here. Muay Thai cannot make any mistakes here, because if Suave gets a denial, he'll go for the, you know, the ground and pound. He'll go for the full guard, or excuse me, the full mount. rolls him over to backside position. 1 minute, 41 seconds left. And that's a stand-up from Muay Thai. He's still not out of the woods yet, though. He's got to break free. And he's not going anywhere.
Oh, nice work. Holy
and then
cow.
jumps on him, Boiler.
Wow, dude, just when things were looking darkest. Beautiful turnaround there for MuayThaiJesus. He was going to be in some big trouble there, man. That was clutch.
Yeah, that was super clutch. And now doing damage to the body, zapping away precious stamina from the gas tank of Suave Jamie. And he could be up 2-1 right now. Maybe 3-1 after this round. So Suave Jamie's in a lot of trouble here in this championship fight.
He really is, man. I think it'll be 3-1 MuayThaiJesus after this, but it could be 4-0 for all we know. These judges, who knows? If you're Jamie, you just got to presume you got to get a finish, I think. Even a 10-8 won't be enough, perhaps. So I don't know how Jamie's going to pursue that finish, but he needs one.
Significant.
Yikes.
There was only one significant.
One might have been 10-8 against Jamie. Yeah. Oh my.
It could be 3-1 here for the challenger. It could be a position here, ladies and gentlemen, watching from around the world. Suave Jamie might need a finish here to retain the title. See what he does.
ESFL 181. This is the championship fight. Jamie's the champ, but he hasn't defended it. No one's defended it yet this season. And guess what? You got to defend the belt to actually earn the real belt. So MuayThaiJesus is trying to continue the merry-go-round, whereas Jamie's like, yo, if I can actually defend once, I'm probably going to win the entire season. So coming down to this last round, I think Rob will find out.
Yeah, this is the round for the real metallic, golden, weighted, valuable belt. But Muay Thai wants to spoil the party. He wants to keep the merry-go-round going. And Suave Jamie now, 3 minutes and 44 seconds left, coming forward, winging uppercuts. There's the clinch attempt. Breaks it off.
3 minutes, 30 seconds left. 5th round. I still think Jamie is very, very game for a finish here. Jamie's got to be careful. Uh-oh.
Bang! There it is. Jamie lands the shot, rocks him. Muay Thai picks him up, drops him on the floor in the side control position. Oh my goodness.
It wasn't on my bingo card as a kid.
Did you hit bingo?
Maybe that's what the old people say. It wasn't on my bingo card. A double leg power takedown by Edwards.
Yeah, on top now. Time is ticking. This is what you want if you're MuayThaiJesus. Oh no. No, say it ain't so. Waiting for opponent. This is them. A little bit of lag. Why is there always lag in the title fights with Suave Jamie?
No.
It's insane. And MuayThaiJesus takes the title.
I think we got to give it to MuayThaiJesus because we were in the 5th round. Pretty clear he was going to win. I don't know. Let's see what the chat's saying. ESFL, so as always, on these controversies, we will review the tape after the fact. We have a competition committee. Myself, Z Hunter, a couple others. Yes. We'll take a full review. But I think at this point, live on air, Rob, I got to declare MuayThaiJesus as the winner, man, because he was going to win on points, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think so. I think he was up. He was up in the fight. Side control position.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Damn, that's a tough one, Boiler. I wouldn't want your job, big dog.
I don't want it either at this point, but it's been such a fun event. I don't think we should make them run it back. I mean, if they both wanted to run it back, I don't even think we should. But what's going on? Let me go check what's going on in the back on the Discord.
Sure.
Rob, can you run us through that fight, like from
no problem,
start to finish? What you felt like that did not go how I expected, and that's not even talking about the disconnect at that. What was your thought?
Yeah, you know,
and it was a good fight.
So no problem. Yeah, basically, you know, Suave Jamie came out. He wanted that belt. He was hungry. He was motivated. But every time he would come forward in that first round, MuayThaiJesus was throwing combinations over the top of Suave Jamie. Suave Jamie would come in with like a jab, a hook, or a two-punch, three-punch combination. And then Muay Thai's like igniting him with faster combinations, doing more damage, getting more significant shots. through rounds 1 and 2, and then in that third round, we finally saw Suave Jamie, I believe, get a knockdown or a takedown, and finally maybe he won that round. Number 3 is very close, and then in that last round 4, we saw them colliding again. Suave Jamie ignited on Muay Thai, rocked him, but then Muay Thai was able to take him down with a beautiful slam, and then took side control position in the 5th, and yeah. And then that was all she wrote. That's all we got to see, all the data that we were able to witness.
This is tough, man. So I'm in the wrangling room in the back. MuayThaiJesus is like, yo, man, I was winning on the scorecards. I deserve that. ESFL better give me that win. Jamie said that he was working to side control, maybe looking towards a finish. Can't guarantee he was going to lose. Jamie had some, I know that he, I'm just sticking to it, Rob. We're live, under pressure. I'm giving the win to MuayThaiJesus, but that's not official. We will do a full review.
Semi-official.
I asked them if they wanted to run it back, and I don't know if they're going to. I would let them if they really want to, but I'm not going to force either of them, so they'd both have to agree.
Yeah, because then Suave Jamie will be able to make all the adjustments. Yeah, that'll be a tough one. That's a tough one. But yeah, that was a great event. That's a semi-official review right there. Semi-official decision by Big Boiler there, guys. But Boiler, you just got to pick, the fighter of the night, and then we could close down the show. Send these good people on their way.
All right. Let's see here. For the fight of the night, I'm just going to stick with my gut because it was the one. As soon as I saw it go down, I was like, that's got to be. Where is it? I thought I had it.
There it is.
Here. My gut totally forgot where it was. Where is it? I thought I had it. Was it the Davey versus Cooked? Was that the one where Cooked came with that big knockout? But on the other hand, bum.
Yeah, that was it.
Finish.
Cook came back, got the full mount. That was more of like a dominant comeback win, though.
Comeback of the month.
Cooked one.
Comeback rather than fight of the night. Whereas K1 Bum was more performance of the night. There's only one. Only thing we're looking for is fight of the night. So I got to actually gut up and say fight of the night. I'm going to go with Cooked versus Davey because Davey was doing so well and Cooked came back so clutch right at the end that it was kind of the comeback of the night, but it was also just like both guys put on such a great performance that it's the most intense back and forth. I'm giving it, again, got to make a call. K1 Cook versus Davey, fight of the night. MuayThaiJesus ends up winning that. I believe. Let's see if they decided to run it back. I gave them the option. Let's make sure. I don't think they're agreeing to it. Let's just check back in the truck. Did they restart? Are they in lobby at all? If not, it doesn't look like they're trying to start up another. Nope. Looks like MuayThaiJesus is like, I'm not doing a rematch, and Jamie kind of wants to. I'm not sure if that's the truth, but looks like
I'm sure
probably over, guys. We're gonna make it happen, man. Somehow, someway, we're gonna get a defending champion this season. Gosh dang it! But it was awesome,
baby.
Thanks a lot for joining me today, buddy.
Hey, no worries, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed another ESFL. That was ESFL 181. Looks like MuayThaiJesus is and new champion. Can he defend? Next time, find out here on Twitch or YouTube, ESFL.
On the ESFL, we will actually be taking the month of May off, so enjoy spring, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go touch some grass here at the ESFL. We'll be back in June to finish off the season. We're going to get Xbox going as well. We didn't forget about you Xbox guys, so we got a special exhibition event as well as a full season of Xbox action in the summer into the fall. So looking forward to that, man. Again, MuayThaiJesus, Jamie, awesome fight. We'll try to sort this out. Well, again, these things happen in MMA, but it was a lot of fun to call these fights with you today, Rob.
Yes, sir. Take care, everyone. Have a good day. Later.